like when they're mic'd up. I saw one. There's like a little kid and stuff. Like the little, I don't know, 10-year-olds, 7-year-olds. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm mic'd up right now." And they was talking about, I don't know, they were talking about like what they're going to do after the game or
I
eating
love it.
cookies or something like that. It was so funny. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
I like
So
your dope hat.
yes, pretty nice, right?
Pretty nice.
I like it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
How's it going?
It's going all right. It's going all right. So
Surviving your week?
yeah, pretty smooth and easy. Nothing too crazy. Just working hard as usual.
Yeah. Working
Yeah,
hard. Same.
that's it.
Nothing too
That's
crazy
it.
going on.
I
Always
know you're
work,
working.
right?
You work super hard.
Super hard. I think the hardest thing about my work
Yeah,
is being on camera
yeah.
like 6 hours a day.
Oh, you can't do anything, man.
That is the hardest part. My actual job is probably not that hard.
Yeah, just having the camera on that whole time,
Yeah,
right?
just
Oh man.
being on, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah. So what is this? This is season 3, episode 4.
4. And
Good,
I
good,
guess
good.
we'll jump in. Thanks everybody for jumping on. As a
Yes,
reminder, I'm Brittany.
I'm
This is
Sean, and we're
Sean here.
gonna. What are we on? We're Sports 2.0, right?
Sports 2.0.
Sports 2.0. Yeah, we
So
didn't finish last time.
welcome. We did not finish, but welcome
Yeah.
to the Civ Chat podcast. We
Yes.
have sports episode
Thank
2.
you for being
Active.
here. I like this little new thing you got going on here. So this is pretty good. I like it.
I like it. Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
looks super
Our new
clean.
recording equipment since we're
Yeah.
so high tech now.
Right? Oh man. Yeah. So what's been going on?
Not much. I mean, have you been watching baseball at all? Not even watching, but like following at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I think the Dodgers were up
Mhm.
one, and then did they get smashed by the Padres? I think it was something wild
Smashed.
like that. I think. I'm not too sure.
No.
Yeah.
They have been doing well. Dodgers have played a good season. Um,
Yeah.
they got Shohei this year, and I
Yes.
think that definitely changed the game for them, even though they were doing really well last season. But
Yeah.
not only did it change their stats, but also their ticket prices. So
Of course. Of course it did. Oh, listen, they gotta pay the man.
they got well.
They
Shohei has the highest sports contract I think that has ever existed. I don't even think it's MLB only, but like sports
yeah.
in general. So
Yeah. That's why I think it was a soccer player that was a little higher or something. I think he said no, I'm not too sure. I know it was somebody that they wanted to go to Saudi Arabia soccer team or football team.
mhm.
But I think one turned it down. I know they said something about Messi. They wanted
Yeah,
Messi to go, but then he said no. He wants to play in where Miami or Florida or something
yeah.
like
He
that.
wanted to stay in
Uh,
Miami so that his
I'm not-
family didn't have to move again.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
And then that was like a huge contract, but he was like no. And then I think his name is Mabik MPABB or E or something like that.
yeah. No, I don't know the
It was
name.
something they were saying like they offered him like $750 million or something like that.
Yeah,
And yeah, because that was like I was on the treadmill and I was listening to that and I was like, that's a lot of money.
that is
That's
so
like
much
one
money.
shot. That's so much money. Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So Otani, he's doing great too, of course.
I mean, he's doing great. I mean, he still can't pitch right now
Yeah,
after his injury, but so he's only
yeah,
batting. But he just hit his 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases in a season, which is the
yeah,
first to ever do that. So,
yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
but yeah, Otani's contract, I'm pretty certain, is like 700 million,
Yeah, for
10-year
10 years, I
contract.
think.
Half of it he's not. I think it's like half of it or 40% of it he's not getting until after those 10 years.
So yeah, I think he's doing the 2 million per year for the
Correct.
first 10 years or first
Right.
9 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's smart. That's the way they can bring other people in if they need to.
It is smart. Yeah.
You know they
And
can.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
he's
they can. He's good.
even
So
even after
and
retirement,
then
he still can have money coming in. So
yeah, and then like taxes too. So I don't know if he's doing it because of a tax perspective also,
sure.
because if, if you say I want my 750 right now, right, and during that 10 years you're gonna be paying a rude amount of taxes.
Yeah. A rude amount. Yes.
Yeah, so I think he's getting so 2 million. I mean, it's a lot of money to me and you. $2 million every year. Like, I think it's smart.
Yeah. And
I
then
just
I
think
think
it's smart for the
it
whole
bumps,
team. But
yeah, it bumps up
yeah,
to
but
like
they're
68 million after the 10 years.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So 68 million a year. After that, to equal out that 700. Listen, I'm not a greedy man. Okay, I'll, I'll take it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah. Yeah.
really good. But I mean, you said just like those ticket prices going up, a bottle of water, $17.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. I mean, my gripe with Dodger Stadium as a whole, I talk about this all the time with my friends,
Yeah,
is that getting out of Dodger Stadium is the
yeah,
worst thing in the entire world.
ugh,
There's like one way in, one way out, up a
yeah,
hill, right? That like after the game is over, after you sat there for 3.5 hours watching
yeah.
baseball, you also sit another 3.5 hours to get out of
Oh,
the parking lot. So
listen, I'm, I'm trying to leave early if I need to.
yeah, I need to like park my helicopter at
Exactly right.
yeah.
Oh man, I don't know, but I mean, I get it. It's a lot. How many seats does Dodger Stadium hold?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
I know it's a
I think
lot.
Angels is only like 30,000 maybe. So Dodgers is probably
Only.
like yeah, only probably like 60, but I don't know. I can
Lord,
probably look it up. Let's see.
that's a lot.
But Dodger Stadium is so much bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Angels.
Okay.
56,000 for Dodger
Oh,
Stadium.
yeah, that's a lot.
So
That is a lot right there. Well, hey, um, 56 to what do you say? 56 to 30.
40 now. Yeah.
It's a lot of people, a lot of cars.
Yeah.
I just, he, I don't know if I could. I would definitely have to leave early every single time, like no matter what.
Okay, let me tell you. So I agree. I mean, sometimes the games, especially baseball, sometimes they're a little boring,
Yeah,
and
true,
you gotta leave, right? I think
true.
playing baseball is much more fun than watching baseball.
Oh, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but there's always that chance that like you're missing something monumental, right?
True,
That you're like, I was there for that when that happened,
true.
right? Mine, I've had recently. It was
Uh
um, Angels at an Angels game, and they had one of their pitchers pitched a no hitter
huh.
game,
Okay,
and it was like their
nice.
first no hitter in like 40 years, something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
something crazy, and we left the seventh inning. And I didn't
Hey.
expect it to be a no hitter. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, I had realized that the other people hadn't had a run, but like we still had 2 innings left. I just assumed they would get one, but no, they
Okay.
never did. And so then it was just like a historic moment. Of course, the crowd went crazy, and
Of
the
course.
announcer on the radio, I was listening to it as we were leaving, right? And they
Uh
were like, "Oh my gosh, this is happening!" I was like, we could have been there. We could have been.
This
We
will
left,
never happen again.
we
I
left
feel sorry for those
early,
who
and
left
we missed
early.
something monumental.
Oh man, yeah. Eh, could
You
be
know,
worse.
it can be worse. Yes, there's
Could be
just
worse.
something, the camaraderie,
Yeah,
emotional feelings you get when something like that happens.
yeah,
Like seeing it, the highlight, you're like, oh wow, that's cool. But like when
yeah,
you're there experiencing that energy, like it's so cool
yeah. Definitely understandable.
from a sports fan,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. I know. I definitely understand that. Like, I guess. So I had a friend I know. When what is that team that never the Cubs, right? Chicago Cubs. So
That
when
never what
they
go to World Series.
yeah, so when they went to the World Series, of course they won it.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them. It was like they never won it, or somewhere they didn't win it before, or it was like a very long time. One of my friends, he said, "Hey, the Cubs are going to the World Series. I don't care. I've been saving up money for this. I'm going to go." So this guy came to work. He said something outrageous. I'm probably exaggerating, but he said his dad, his son went. I think it was those three went. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure. I think he said the total was like $12,000 or something. Right?
Total for all of them.
Total for all of them. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to say this in English so you know how serious I am. Okay.
I'm
I
listening.
don't Okay, I don't care what ticket it is and who's playing. I'm not paying $12,000 for a ticket to go anywhere. Okay, there's only one place that I'll pay $12,000 for a ticket to go to, and that's heaven. And we know that's not how it works. Okay, so
Absolutely.
oh Lord, yeah, it
I'm
was
right there with you with it.
yeah.
And then like I remember that people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands to go to Super Bowl.
Yeah. I can't believe. Like, I understand it. I do. You're there. I've been to games. I've been here. I've done it. I understand. You get pumped. I get it. I understand it. Here's the thing. Uh, Sometimes I like to walk around the house in my drawers and my socks.
Hmm.
If I do that at a game, I'm gonna be in the bin. Okay. I don't need to be locked up in the clink.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because I'm watching the game in my drawers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
I can go to the bathroom. I can get some snacks. Right. I don't have to pay $78 for a bottle of water.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I would rather say, you know what? Let me watch the Super Bowl like regular humans do.
Regular
Okay,
humans.
on
Yeah.
the couch.
I mean, I think it just points to kind of like a bigger issue sometimes, right? Because it's not like the Super Bowl or these playoff games are full of celebrities and millionaires. Like, yes, some
Hmm.
of them are.
Yeah.
A lot of them are regular people. I'm okay with the regular people that have saved for decades and this is their
Yeah.
bucket list item and this is what they're going to do. Whatever, fine.
Yeah.
I
Got it.
think it's silly, but like, whatever, you'll make it
Yeah.
happen. But so many of these people are going into debt to
Yeah.
go to this game. They're taking out a loan. They're putting it on their credit cards.
Yeah.
They're doing whatever it is
Yeah.
to
Whatever it takes.
go to this game, and they're destroying their lives in the process. There was this lady that I saw article or Instagram somewhere, I don't know, but I was
Mhm.
looking at her. She travels to all of these different Olympics.
Okay.
She
Oof.
was like 65 maybe, and she's like, I've
Yeah.
been to 7 Olympics, I've maxed
Wow.
out 17 credit cards to make it happen every year, and like all of that. I'm like, what are you doing?
I mean, listen, if she likes it, I love it. Okay.
Do we though?
Because
I just don't understand.
yeah. I mean, I get it. Like to have the experience to be in, like just like you said, right? You could have been there, have that experience. So that I understand.
But you can't
People,
afford the experience.
something different, right? But he's like, I mean, hey, got it. Grandma, she not gonna. You said she's 68.
Yeah, she's gonna
Listen,
pass that debt on to somebody else.
listen. She's not. Listen, she's not gonna. She's not worried about it. She doesn't care.
She's not
She's. I'm
worried.
68. I'm not gonna pay it off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna die. It doesn't
yeah.
matter.
It's,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
I don't understand. I feel like that whole aspect is just so, I don't know, revealing of who we are as a culture,
yeah.
the consumerism culture, right? That like, I
Yeah.
need
It
to go
is
to this
wild.
game, spend millions of dollars, and it'll be fine. I'll figure it out later. Like,
Listen, I like to think in the long run. If I get this, $4,000 ticket,
mhm,
what am I getting in return? Right? Am I
nothing
getting
tangible.
exactly? Now, if it's something like, but, but how will you guarantee this happens? Right? You go to the Super Bowl, you go to the World Series, you, Tom Brady throws his 500th touchdown, and the running back or whoever caught the ball throws the ball into the stands, right? And you catch the ball.
Mhm.
That will probably never ever happen again, right? They gave that dude like I think Tom Brady gave him like two, I guess like another signed football, two Bitcoin or something, and like some other stuff. And then like I think it was Otani, some girl got something else signed or like a baseball bat or something. It was
Yeah,
for I don't know if it was his first home run or his whatever home run.
yeah,
That could happen. It
could
could happen.
could absolutely
However,
happen.
I'm not taking that chance, son.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not taking that. I will never take that. Listen, if you see me, if you see me at a Super Bowl, if you see me at a World Series, I'm telling you right now, help me. Somebody has taken over my body and they took my skin off. Okay, it's not me. I'm in the closet,
Uh-huh.
tied up.
Uh-huh. Taking your
It won't be me.
skin off.
It I promise you it will not be me. Cause I mean I get it, but regular games, cool.
Hmm.
But I couldn't sleep at night. Okay. If I know I paid thousands of dollars to hundreds thousands of dollars for a game or
Yeah.
something that's nothing I could say this is it. No, thank you. I will not be able to sleep at night. I'll toss and turn and I'll throw. Speaking of tossing and turning, man, probably like in '05, this is what happened, right? I was at work and we had like a pizzas or something. People has a pizza for something, and I take the pizza and I bit it, not really thinking about it. Continue on my life. That night, I tossed and turned. Okay, I tossed and turned. My guts were jacked up. I had to go in the bathroom and freaking make myself throw up. Why? Mushroom. It was a mushroom on there that didn't digest. That's how I would feel if I spent that much money on a ticket. There's
Okay.
absolutely, I just can't do it. Tossing and turning.
I like the reference that we pulled from early
Listen,
2000s to find an equivalent.
serious. Oh,
But yes, I agree.
but people that do it, hey man. I mean, I don't care. I don't care not one bit because it doesn't affect me. It affects me zero. So when people
Yeah.
do it their money,
Right.
I don't care. But it's just something that I would never do.
Hmm.
It's just It seems silly to me.
It does. I know. I
It
mean,
seems silly to me.
if you have the money, great. The part that seems silly to me is the going into debt. But
Yeah.
to
But if you
each
have
their
it, hey,
to
if
each
you have it, listen, turn up. Oh,
We are in preseason for NBA,
okay,
and
okay, all right,
so we're getting footage and shots of the new duo,
okay. Bronny, right,
Bronny,
and
Bronny and
LeBron.
Bron. What do you think? Tell me.
Oh, this is what I think, and I know a lot of people were saying some weird stuff about this. All right, I am a 100% realist. All right,
Hmm.
I like facts. I like evidence. Okay,
Sure.
this is what I think about that duo. I am super glad that the Lakers got LeBron's son on the team. Now, he was not the best player, the best pick to be picked for the team. I promise you he was not.
Hmm. Yeah.
And some people say a little bit of nepotism, we'll
I
see
mean,
what happens.
but obviously we know that.
Right? Got it. Here's the thing. If my mother or my father or my aunt or uncle owned a business and they were doing well in their business and they said, guess what? I can get you into this business. I would say, if this is what I'm thinking about, if I'm seeing this all my life, please help me. Right? I got a friend, his parents owned some like RV stuff
Yeah.
back in high school. He does the same. He's doing the same thing his parents are doing.
Hmm.
Help me. I think it's smart. I think cool because we have other businessmen and business women that do the same thing with their family. It
Right.
may be on a smaller scale, but it does happen. But just because it's LeBron and the Lakers, people have so much heartache about it.
Right.
Okay. What about what's his name? Jerry Buss, and isn't his daughter Jenny, isn't she the owner of the Lakers now, or she has something to do with the Lakers?
Sure.
Now you tell me, if he didn't have anything to do with the Lakers, there's absolutely no way that she would have anything to do with the organization.
Hmm.
So it happens behind the scenes a lot, but it still happens.
Absolutely. I mean, it happens with players all of the time. The
Hmm.
only difference right now is that LeBron is still playing.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they've already retired,
Yes.
but they still obviously have connections in the
A
NBA.
thousand.
Of course, their child, if they're good enough, right, are still going to get
Yeah.
on. He might not be the top pick, but if he sucked, he wouldn't get on the team, right? They're not going to
Exactly.
pick somebody who can't play at all.
Exactly. It's going
So,
to happen. Look at the Ball brothers, right?
right. I did not expect, I don't know why I wasn't necessarily thinking of it, but I did not expect him to get drafted to Lakers specifically. I thought LeBron was mostly excited to be in the league with his son. I didn't
Hmm.
expect on the same team.
Oh, I 1,000%.
Yeah.
I think you said it a couple of times. It would be nice to play with my son on the same team on the same court. And
Mhm.
I'm like, if it happens, that would be awesome,
Right.
right?
Yep.
Look at uh one of my favorite baseball players, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yep.
Right, him and his dad played on
Yep.
the same team at the same time. That was great.
Yeah.
I for one, I absolutely love it.
Yeah. I think so.
I absolutely love it. Like he's not the he's not the best player yet, but the thing is, you need somebody to help you, and if
Hmm.
somebody were to help me do something, I would try to be the best I can at it. But if help me. I need help with something. Give me a little hand. But I still think pick the best player for the job, right? You go do this, hey, this the best person for the job. This the best person for the job. I want the best person for the job.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it doesn't happen like that. I understand it. Man, listen. The game is the game,
Yeah,
right? The
absolutely.
game is the game.
And I mean, with it too, okay, maybe he's not the number one pick, but
Yeah,
also it's a whole well-rounded thing as well. Like
yeah,
people are gonna want to watch NBA just so they can see LeBron and his son together.
yeah,
Whether he does well or doesn't do well, right? Like that
yeah.
aspect is there that people are going to be tuning in for.
Exactly.
Right? Then there's the comparison piece. We're going to have so many pieces. There's going to be so many commentators that are going to do whole analysis on
Yeah,
where LeBron was at this age versus where he is right now, right? LeBron
exactly.
was one of those original people like Kobe, I think Shaq as well, that were drafted at 18 out of high school, whereas they don't do
Hmm.
that anymore,
Yeah,
right?
I
And
think
so
Kevin Garnett. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. They
we
don't.
have
They
people
don't.
at least
They
one
don't do
year
it
in
anymore.
college, I think now, right?
Yeah.
And so
So
we have so much data that will come out of that, which I
yeah,
think in some ways will really suck for Bronny, right? To be
yeah,
continuously compared.
yeah. Because his dad is good.
Yeah, right.
His dad is so good.
Yeah.
But I mean, he flops a lot. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm a realist.
Yeah.
LeBron flops a
Yeah.
lot.
And
But
he had a heart attack like 2 years
yeah.
ago, a year ago. So
Oh
like
yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Right. So there's a lot of things they have to think about.
yeah.
Um, man, I don't know. I think it's gonna be good. Hopefully, that other guy that they always comparing. I think the guy that was on the team at USC
Oh
with
yeah.
Bronny, the guy that was like doing better than him. Hopefully, he gets a spot somewhere,
Hmm.
or a free agency, or they just pick him up, or he gets in next year or something. Because um, I don't think the Lakers were looking for. I want to get the best. That's all I'm saying. I don't think they were
Yeah.
getting. I want to get
They
the
have
best
so
person.
much talent right now.
Yeah. So it was. We're about to get this dude's son, and I'm pretty sure about 97%. LeBron was like, "Hey, you see that guy over there? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and need you to call his number." I
Yeah.
mean,
Right. Right, of
who
course.
who wouldn't? Okay, and
Right.
all those people saying, "Oh, if my son wasn't that good, I wouldn't want to get him on the team." That's
Hmm.
freaking malarkey. That's freaking hogwash.
Yeah. Right.
You would definitely want to help your family out the best you can.
Hmm. Absolutely.
So, just
My
saying.
my favorite sports area right now, speaking of all
Hmm.
of the data they're going to have, right, is there's people that are on social media right now with like all the one great thing that I really do like about social media is that we're able to really highlight all of these skills and creativity that we never would have
Yeah.
seen in people without the
Hmm.
social media aspect. And so one of those being this guy, and I've seen a couple of them, but this guy specifically who animates different statistics for us. Like he'll
Okay.
draw the graph, he'll highlight different things that we're not usually highlighting. Like
Yeah.
for the Olympics, he was doing all of these, like the scales of how far people were jumping, right? And
Oh
like
wow.
what the picture perfect moment of the track runners crossing the finish line and what that picture perfect how small 0.05 of a second actually is and like seeing
Hmm.
that in chart form, right? And things like that have been really cool in the sports world to kind of just have that more additional data that's like
Okay.
visual and tangible. So that's been really cool.
Yeah.
The other piece of like increased technology with social media, my absolute favorite right now is the mic'd NFL players.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. I think it's
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
getting firsthand discussions that we have never been privy to in the
Yeah,
past.
I think that's pretty
um,
cool too.
that's a good time. I don't know what big technology transformations have you seen in sports throughout
Well,
your years?
I think the thing that I just saw, um, it may have been a couple years now, um, maybe 1 or 2 years. They because I thought about this for like years, but people are like, "Oh no, you can't do that." Um, I said, "Why don't they give the quarterback some kind of way to talk to the coach
Mm-hmm.
to give them the plays instead of waving them or holding them or pulling up a number and him looking at his thing? It doesn't make sense why they don't do it. And I just thinking
Yeah.
about it like
I
10
mean,
years
especially
ago.
because the football field is huge compared to
Exactly.
a basketball court or a
And there's
baseball
people
field.
screaming, and you gotta look, you have to find your coach,
Yeah.
right? If you're on the 10-yard line, right, and your coach is down there still on the 50 or the 40, you might not be able to see him, right? But now I think they started doing it where the quarterback has a mic or a headphone
Yeah.
for, like, I think it's, I don't know, 10 or 12 seconds, or maybe until a certain time with the time goes out or something.
Yeah.
But it turns off. So I
Mm-hmm.
think they can hear what the coach is saying, and then it goes off turns off the microphone, so they can't hear anymore a
Yeah.
certain time. But I think that's freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, I was like, yo, that's pretty smart. I thought they should have did that a long time ago. But then I'm thinking, like, okay, you have to think like how they're going to do it if they get caught. If somebody says, okay, hey, turn on your right side, throw it, and the quarterback may not be able to see. So now I was like, yeah, maybe it can like go off a certain time, and I just really didn't think about it until I see a quarterback going like this, and then he goes into the huddle, and I'm like, wait a minute, does this dude have a? And he has a mic in his helmet. I
Yeah.
think that's so cool.
Yeah. That is
So
cool.
yeah, and then I think baseball, they have a pitch clock now.
Yeah. I feel like they've been creating ways to speed baseball up in general.
Yeah, yeah. And then they do it like softball. You start with a strike and a ball.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, but
funny.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
Mhm.
I thought that was always cool. And yeah, I really like when they're mic'd up. I saw one, there's like a little kid and stuff. Like the little, I don't know, 10-year-olds, 7-year-olds. He was like, yeah, man, I'm mic'd up right now. And they was talking about, I don't know, they were talking about like what they're gonna do after the game, or
I
eating
love it.
cookies or something like that. It was so funny. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Um, I was gonna change here, but you just
Yeah.
reminded me. But what do you have an opinion on football touchdown dances?
Yeah.
It's a very controversial topic, apparently.
I think because when I played football, my celebration was no celebration. I did my job. I scored. Let's get to the huddle, and let's make something happen. But
Mhm.
I like as a consumer of the NFL, right, and college football, I think the celebrations are cool, except when you start doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't do something all this dramatic and you're doing this, and then you're having the teams come together and fight. You're wasting time. I got stuff to do later. Okay.
Sure.
I got
Yeah.
I got stuff to do later. So I think maybe it should be, I don't know, like a number of seconds you can do a celebration and then chill.
Yeah.
Don't be doing too much,
Yeah. Because NBA does not allow celebration, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Right. Then
strictly prohibited.
exactly. Like if you sneeze too hard, you whoa. I got a
Technical.
cold.
Done.
I got I got a I got a cold. What are you talking about? I got the sniffles, ref. And they don't care.
They
They
don't.
don't
They don't care.
like, Come on, man.
Um,
You guys
but
gotta chill.
I agree. I agree. Short, keeping it short, I think is
Keep
key.
it.
I've just seen so many more college. This has not really happened in NFL, but
Yeah.
college when they drop the ball too soon when they go into their celebration. And then it
I
doesn't count as a touchdown and they're already 20 seconds into their celebratory dance.
I love that when they do that, and I think immediately the coach should sit them down and you come right here and you stand right next to me this entire game
Mhm.
because it's a wrap for you.
Yeah.
Why would I've seen that a few times, right? When they're just running and then they just drop the ball and it's like, bro, you're 3 steps up, bro. You're on you dropped the ball on the 3 yard line. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Right.
Yeah. But that player would not touch a football for at least one entire game.
Yeah.
So the rest of the game that we played, and then that next game, you're not going to do anything. I may even have you just carry footballs around, right? Well, I know it was some movie where some guy did that a long time ago.
Yeah.
He did something, and I guess he told anybody, hey, if you get this ball, if you bring this ball back, something happens. And the guy was asleep with it in school. He had it on his elbow like that in class. And then somebody hit it out. And then the ball, they're like jumping. Everybody was jumping, trying to get the ball from him.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
So
Yeah, but I
funny.
don't, infuriated. All right. Go all
Um,
the way in and then
right.
do whatever you got to do. And then come back to the huddle.
Mm-hmm. Do
Yeah.
you watch women's sports?
Yes. Yes. If something comes on, I know I've been seeing that the WNBA is popping.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think it's always been on. It's been around, of course, we all know. Um, and to me, it got really big. I started seeing more jerseys. I'm not saying I start seeing jerseys and
Yeah.
shoes, but I start seeing more jerseys and
Yeah.
shoes and it being on TV when Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, when they came into and that the I think she's like Samoan or something.
Simone
Um
Biles?
the,
Or
those
are we
three,
talking about WNBA?
the WNBA.
Oh, okay.
WNBA. Yeah. When those three came in, I've been seeing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that the attendance has been going up, seeing them everywhere. So I've been seeing shoes and things. So I think that's pretty cool. I know we was watching somebody, and I think I was when we were in California, and Kelly was like, yeah, that girl is she's from Oregon. So or she went to Oregon. So that's how he knows about her. He says she's like real good. She has
Yeah.
some shoes out too. I think her name is Sabrina
Oh, yeah.
something.
Sabrina.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
She's the one that did the 3-point competition with Steph Curry.
Okay, yeah. So I've been hearing a lot. I've been hearing a lot. Sometimes when it's on TV,
Yeah.
right? I'll check it out. I'll see. I'm not doing. I'm probably chilling. So if it's on,
Probably
I'll
chilling.
watch a little bit of it, see what's going on. But I think if we keep getting players that are that good, that dedicated to their craft,
Mm-hmm.
I think WNBA will be gain popularity
Yeah. Absolutely.
amongst everybody, and I think it'll be cool. When it does. I remember I was watching something, and Shaq was saying he thinks it'll be a little more popular quicker if they bring the rim down just a little bit. They
Mm.
bring the rim down just a little bit, a couple inches, where more women can dunk, it'll probably it'll probably go up. But then they're the women are like, nah, we don't want to do that. We like it how it is.
I mean, they get so much flack right now as it is, right?
Yeah,
There's so much that like there's so many people that are out there as being like, oh yeah, WNBA, it's not even a real sport. They play with a small ball. They play with lower hoops. Their three
yeah,
pointers is closer. Like all these
yeah,
things, they're like it doesn't count, right? And it's
yeah.
like, bro, like chill out. Like softball is different than baseball, and it still counts. Like
True, true,
it's just different. It's gonna
true.
be fine.
Just a little different, move a little slower. But what do you expect,
Yeah.
right? Different, different sexes, right? Different genders. You
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
one's a little faster than the other one. There's nothing you can do about it,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
That
Do you
doesn't matter to me.
Do you have any thoughts on, I don't know, where the future of sports is going to go?
I don't know. I've been seeing like a lot of like little weird sports, like when you're up at night and you get on these crazy channels and stuff. Like there's like weird sports start coming out,
Mm.
like soccer on bikes and stuff like that. Like just crazy
Yeah.
stuff. I think the core sports are going to stay here forever. They've been around for so long.
Yeah.
I remember boxing is something that I used to watch all the time. Boxing, 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 boxing.
Hmm.
I really don't watch really, boxing too much. Only when like the you know, big athletes are on there, the big boxers and stuff. I'm like, okay, I might check it out.
Yeah.
Right. But when they start going like, I remember Mike Tyson back in the day, it was like $29. Right. It was probably $20. It was $20 to watch Mike Tyson fight and it'll last 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And now it's, $79, $89 for like a UFC. And it's like,
Hmm.
I get it. I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand it. But sometimes I just don't want to pay that much money
Sure.
to see. So I can go on YouTube and I'll check it out for the low price of for free.
Hmm. Yeah.
I like that price.
Yeah. And
But
I do think that's where kind of sports is going, is the accessibility is going to continue to increase,
mhm,
right? With all of the streaming platforms that we have, like I feel like it's going to be less on, you have to have a specific cable network, or at one point in time you had to have MLB TV to watch baseball, right? Like different things like that like
no.
things are continuously becoming more accessible with streaming. I don't
Yeah.
know about the revenue side on the producing side. I'm sure there's
Yeah.
issues there, but as far as a consumer, right, I feel like it's going to get more accessible. And then also all of the wearable technologies that we have now, I feel like that's going to maybe increase that. Like people are going to be wearing their Apple Watches when they're playing games, and they're going to be wearing their GoPros on their wrists, right? We're going to have
Mm,
that hands-on visuals more as
yeah.
things kind of
Yeah. And
happen.
like those glasses too, right?
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
little meta glasses.
Yeah, and I think with
Yeah.
Meta too, I think we'll have more of that virtual, because we're already doing so much virtual reality, like people being part of virtual sports leagues as well, that they're able to
Yeah.
do at home, or virtual,
Right.
like maybe the whole thing isn't virtual, like you're able to go to like a virtual basketball court, for example,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I can play basketball with you in Maryland
Yeah.
via virtual reality, right?
Yeah.
Like I think things like that would be
That might be pretty good right there.
yeah.
I
So
think listen, I think you just hit something off right there. Listen, I'm not a greedy man. Break me in. I'll take 1%.
yeah,
Okay. Right.
1%.
But yeah, I think that would be. I mean, because we play games, right? We can
Mhm.
play games from across the world. Why can't we?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I think that would be
We'll
pretty
have to
nice.
see.
I don't know. Something may take off.
Yeah.
Because it's just too much stuff right now. I see are they Meta? Are they Apple? The goggles or something?
There's both.
I see
Both
people.
exist.
Oh, okay, okay. See, I've seen people do that, and they're doing this, and they're doing that, and they're walking places, and they're
Yeah.
doing stuff. So
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be another Black Mirror
Yeah.
episode or something, coming out, right?
Well, I'm here to
that was
see. Well, I'm here to find out.
yeah, yeah. I think that
But
would be that would be awesome.
all right, Shani. Well, we're at our time. I did pull up next week for our topic. We are diving into cooking.
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 Let me write this down.
So, with that, thanks
All
for
right.
jumping on.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Absolutely. Yes. Good to see you too.
And I'll see you next week.
All right. See you next week.
All
Bye.
right. Love
Love you.
you.